Well, I feel fine.
Yeah, right.
I
That's why I
honestly,
commented.
it's just, going through it this morning and just, it's simple because I invited Hannah first to help me with the idea of that, creating a social media, get the videos to go viral. I shared with Hannah my whole marketing strategy, everything. And Hannah was like, no, I'm not social and I'm not on social media. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
So then I shared it with Wakane.
Uh-huh.
And in that day, she was like, no, I don't have any ideas that could contribute, but if I do, I'll let you know. She did her own thing.
Sure.
And, I don't feel like what it is like, it should be a team effort. I'm very grateful that somebody wants to help. Like, what? Like, that's incredible that somebody wants to take their own time, their own energy, like, do this. Like, I think that's absolutely incredible. I think that, what I don't understand, like, when the dynamic between us, gets disrespectful in the way of, so like I offer her information, I offer her knowledge, you know what I mean? And she, like, let's say that I did that for her and she went and capitalizes on the idea and it had nothing to do with you. Maybe I don't even know her as a person. It just makes me not want to trust her. For claiming, like, essentially claiming the idea of her as her own and then coming back and asking me to help her with my idea that I asked her for help with. And, that's where I'm at. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
sounds
how
like a
to,
lot of miscommunicating and misunderstanding.
yeah.
Good. From my perspective,
Yeah,
from what
I
I'm hearing.
totally feel
So be willing to let go of those perceptions, which have happened so many times before with everybody, you, me. You hold on to an idea like it is this way, and then as your emotions let go and you get some new information sometimes you don't even get new information. You just let go of your emotions. You see it differently. Your perspective changes because anybody that's doing anything that's wrong, it's kind of like the whole monitoring a chick if she's talking to other guys or not. Like, I trust in myself that I will notice when a bitch is acting unethical. And if I don't, and she somehow gets one over on me, I really don't think it's going to hurt me at all.
Yeah.
I can't be hurt. So why should I take any time or stress to monitor a girl and what she's doing? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's similar where it's like, I don't know how it was similar. There was a reason why I said that. If somebody does something like weird or wrong in business, it'll come to light.
Totally.
A lot of times it's a wrong perception of the person. Yeah. And a lot of times it's both people. Both people made mistakes in communication and not knowing how to work. And that's all. What? Go ahead.
Well, like, that's exactly where my immediate desire, I guess, I don't know if that's the right word, to take space and not have any contact. Like, what, the person has their own idea. That's how they wanted to handle me and treat me that way. We'll see how it pans out for everybody. Like, I want everybody to.
The solution is never to take space.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever. That is only the solution to you're overly emotional. And it's not a solution. It is a Band-Aid so that you can become less emotional and make smarter decisions.
But
it's not a
this
solution.
person wasn't in your life, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them.
Then the whole situation wouldn't even be happening. So that hypothetical is moot.
Yeah.
Moot. You know what moot means?
No.
M-O-O-T. It means insignificant. Like, it's not even a hypothetical worth entertaining.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's a moot point. Okay. So if somebody's unethical, it'll come to light. And but more likely is that's not what it is. It's just misunderstandings, miscommunications, and the team gets stronger as the team learns how to work together. Nobody's born. Totally. You're not born knowing how to do this together.
Yeah.
Okay, can I start my talk now?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, I thought this.
No.
I thought this. Why are you asking me about that? Oh, Jesus.
I didn't. I commented on the tension, and then you started talking.
Okay. What's that?
That's all I had for that. Okay, now Instagram is starting. YouTube is starting. Everybody, brief talk, about 18, 20 minutes or so on the new yoga app that's out. My new yoga app, Ninth Limb Yoga. How do they find it?
We've got to post the link.
We got to post a link. Okay, but it's got some of my best videos organized together and some nice, easy to follow, folders or whatever you call it, modules. What should they know? What should they know about the yoga app? What should my yoga YouTube and my yoga Instagram know about my new yoga app? Wow, these are some great salespeople. Okay, they're just like,
first of all, it's super easy to navigate.
Super easy to navigate.
And everything's very organized. There's 2 programs in there. One is for therapy after exercise. So any kind of healing of the joints and opening up the body to prepare it for heavy exercise. And the other one is more geared to relaxation and just totally shedding all the layers after a long day, waking up in the morning, letting go of the layers of the night through breathing and meditation.
Okay. So there's 2 modules right now that's uploaded, and I have probably like 30 to 40 modules of videos over the years that I've made products and and 2 more videos or modules.
2 more modules.
Right. So it's going to be, I have so many modules about everything: hip opening, breathing, handstands, inversions, yoga theory, all kinds of stuff like that. And right now it's got therapy / joint healing, that kind of stuff. That's good for warm-ups, cool downs, recoveries. And then it also has what was the other one? Gentle flows or something?
Yeah, ultimate.
Oh, shedding tension, like relaxation, which is very important. Yeah, relaxation, and it's the way that I talk about it and do it that is there's an authoritativeness and a certainty, and that gets the message across because I'm a messenger. So ninth limb is the yoga of communication. There are many people that probably they know more factoids than me and trivia and stuff about the body and yoga and Sanskrit and postures. They're much more flexible than me. There's many people like that. Not that maybe I'm more than average, but like you want to learn from the best. It's the internet age. So you have access to every teacher everywhere. So, there's no reason not to learn from the best. I'm the best at getting the point across in some of the most simplistic practices that are still effective for modern living, modern urban living, especially technological living. I'm a very technical guy, PhD and all this stuff in engineering. And so I get the message across in technical details that works to that kind of mind, and very anatomical oriented. I'm a nerd at that stuff. So to anybody that's involved with like physical therapy and exercise therapy and just anatomy or kinesiology or anything like that, chiropractic, obviously yoga teachers, any sports enthusiasts, things like that.
Yeah.
And yes, for wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, fighters, boxers, those sorts of activities. I mean, it's beast yoga. It's a man's kind of yoga. The thing is a lot of those people, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're not marketing to a lot of people. We're marketing to the people that want it. And so there's 1 million fighters in the world, and we only need 1,000 of them to like completely support the whole business. So we don't need all of them. So the ones that are ready. So not only ready, but they can hear the message. So I'm a messenger. So I can get the message across because I can get through to those people with a fighter's mentality and a fighter's demeanor and a fighter's look. But I'm talking yoga and teaching yoga. And the thing is, most people get into yoga. In person, they get into yoga for the social aspect of it. People that seek out yoga online is a different breed. And it's very interesting because when you learn yoga online, you miss a lot of the benefit of being in person. You need both, really. But I have a way of teaching that gets it across online, I think, better than most people. What I'm doing, I'm not teaching everything out there that's available as far as yoga goes. But what I teach, I get across really well. And I've distilled it down to just a few things that you need. Or a few things, a few dozen things that you need. Ranges of motion and whatnot. Being an entrepreneur after a PhD, I was on the computer so much and the cell phone and everything. So I have tension in certain areas. And I discovered for myself how tension in the hands and the forearms affected the whole spine posture, and how tension in the feet and the calves affected the whole spine, and how tension in the tongue affected how the head sit on the neck, and that affects the whole posture and the whole spine. And these things were related. And I had read in certain places and looked at the inflection of the sacrum and the neck and the pelvic floor and the palate and how that's related. So, describing things in those terms and going through postures and emphasizing these points as you do the movements helps get the point home. Plus the app, easy to navigate, and, more and more modules coming. So we'll market it to the world, email it to my newsletter, keep putting the content out there, growing accounts and so on. I'll be talking about it. And a lot of it will come most likely through direct messaging, just one-on-one messaging. People that as they get into it, try it out, 7-day trial, coach them through it so that they follow through the next day and the next day and the next day, and they do it, and then they end up signing up.
So, like, what would be like one way that you'd approach the messaging process? Maybe answer. I would be curious about that. Maybe that's not a talk for this, but like, what would you say in your message?
Who is this person that you're messaging?
I don't know. Let's say that one girl.
I don't know who that one girl is.
That one girl, the IMC Christina girl. Let's say, for example.
If you were gonna message her,
let's say I messaged her already. I need to follow up.
Did you already message her?
I did.
About yoga, the yoga app?
Yeah, she didn't get back to me.
Well, did she read it?
Yeah, no. But it's been 2 days. She always reads them right away.
Yeah.
She was like, no, I saw it on his stories, but I didn't get it yet. And I was like, oh, what's stopping you? And
I wouldn't have gone right there.
Let me see what did I say so that I'm not like, well, I guess do you want me to tell you what I said?
I don't care.
Yeah.
If she had said, I haven't looked yet. I saw it on his stories. Do you think you'll check it out? That's what I would say. Do you think you're going to check it out?
That's right.
Because it has a free trial. You should check out his videos.
Are you interested in trying it?
What'd she say?
She said, seen Thursday.
Seen Thursday.
Said, are you interested in trying it? Aside from the yoga, there's really good breathing and alchemy meditations. And then she didn't respond.
Well, yeah, she didn't respond. I would say I'd probably just send a wave hand.
Okay, that's what I was thinking about doing next.
Okay. Yeah, so that's good and that's the importance of even growing a social media audience around it, because then you get a lot of people that you can message. Obviously the girls,
yeah,
but yeah, that's what it is. It's a funnel.
One thing that's really cool about your app, that's like, because you could look at other yoga instructors on there as well, but what makes your yoga stand out is that there's no other therapeutic yoga on this app.
Data.
And there's a lot of this like fast-paced, like super vinyasa and like not very good cueing and like exercise yoga. And then there's like yin yoga, which you just like lay there and
so good. Then I would focus on that with the modules.
Yeah,
I would go their weak link. They may not have the audience for that. That's maybe why. It might be their audience is only interested in aggressive yoga.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a lot of people are interested in aggressive yoga, but not a lot of people are as intelligent as you in yoga to know like how to heal the body through this movement.
Yeah, so we got to get the message across, because it's not enough that I know that or you know that. We got to get the client to know that.
Yeah.
That's the transfer of certainty.
How do we do that?
Well, that's what marketing is and sales is, and having a message. So like the little promo video that we did, I mean, that can be upgraded each time.
Yeah.
And just knowing what the audience is there for or looking for. If there's multiple promo videos that could be there, and just refining it so that we know like even in the descriptions or whatever, this yoga is perfect for XYZ.
Yeah, I totally.
And then it's through the use of hashtags and whatever. And like I said, a lot of the sales will happen through direct messaging, which means that even if there's discovery in the platform, that most of the sales will happen off the platform with people that or have met.
Exactly. Well, that's what I know that you told me when I asked you if I could make the yoga social media account, which has been my idea for the longest time.
Do you want to do it?
You told me.
Do you want to do it now?
Not right now. Because you instructed.
No, not because of me, but now do you want to do it?
Well, not right now, but in the future, possibly.
Okay.
Right now, I'm not going to do it because I need content. I don't have, you know how I always told you I hate clipping.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let Wakana do that. You can literally just recycle her posts. Yeah. There are lots of examples because we use clips. I mean, come on. I've gained so many millions of followers on these, or not millions of views and tens of thousands of followers. It's amazing that sometimes the piece of content, when you produce it, doesn't do well. Someone else comes and copies it, changes the hashtags, it goes viral. But it is usually more advantageous to be the first one that creates the content.
Yeah.
But it's not as advantageous as you might think. Yeah. And because of so much extra labor in doing that.
Guys might be messaging the accounts.
Of course they will.
And so there's a lot of thing with it. maybe that's something that I choose to do down the line. For now, I would probably just focus on my own inner circle, and even just making videos with you for your social media, because
Yeah,
that
you
gets
have the
involved.
advantage of being in person with me.
Yeah.
So that's, facilitating my own marketing effort of like talking about it and giving me ideas of what to
Yeah.
talk on.
I mean, yeah, the whole point of the yoga app was like for you to be as minimally as involved as possible.
That's true.
So,
but I like streaming. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
I do like talking these ideas. It is useful for me to have a live audience when I
Yeah.
talk these
But you
ideas.
said not to text you too much about questions on it, and so I've been
Yeah.
being very respectful
Good.
on that, and I think that's why
you've been masterminding about it.
yes,
That's great.
we've been masterminding about it.
Mhm.
And then there's the soul mastermind that is like wanting to just go off and be a lone wolf. Like, that doesn't make sense.
To you.
Yes.
Right. To you. Yeah.
To me. I mean, it makes sense to me in the mating agenda for like wanting to like secure the mate, but not in like a relationship building or like a friendship or like that. In that aspect, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, on the mating aspect, like, hand clap for that slight backstab. But
you get bitter too easily.
Yeah, probably.
It's not easy to be your friend.
It's true. Yeah, I would say that. That's very true. That's so true. And I have like because I hold such a high expectation for myself. You hold such a high expectation for me. And when I feel like that.
What if I shifted my expectation to be friendlier?
Well,
what if I imposed the expectation that you're easier to be friends with?
I think
then would you live up to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's now my new expectation. Be easier to be friends with.
Easy to be friends with you? For me, you are. Yeah. So it's
right. So you shouldn't be creating or be taking part in conflict or resentment or anything that's anything but perfection with girls that are in my life. That's not useful, and it's creating a dissipation of my energy because you're not handling it.
I agree.
You need to take on a more leadership role, which means not getting bitter. The leader doesn't get bitter. That's a pathetic follower problem.
How do you? Okay, so how do you? And what would you do? Like, what's the opposite? I guess of that. It's understanding. What's the opposite of like?
Be unaffected by it. You're too affected. Yeah. When you get affected, the thing that's affecting you is bigger than you.
Yeah,
when you get affected, then you are smaller than the thing affecting you.
Okay. So don't get affected.
And that should affect you. That you should take personal, that you have allowed something that's not bigger than you to make you feel so small.
I know.
And I don't mean the other girl. I'm not saying the other girl. It's the situation you've made big in your mind and you've become small, and that's weak.
Yes.
And it actually has very little to do with the other person. They're just a character in the story of your own mind.
I know. They're just like, that's just the reflection that is being created inside of me that's making me realize like where I need to let go of hate and distrust, and where, like, I need to open my heart to, maybe not even open my heart. That's not the right word. Just not let my heart waver as these different encounters take place. And I feel like compared to before, like, oh my goodness, like some of the things that we've had encounters have really rattled me. Like, I was just not angry. I might be like a little bitter, like what you're saying, and just kind of like, but I wasn't like angry like I was in the past. So some evolution took place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything else to say? Do you girls want to say something online? Yeah, go ahead.
So, about the app and in the social media that I brought it up as my idea, I didn't know she was planning social media. That's why I came up with my own idea, and I didn't mean to disrupt your idea or anything. Kat, you told me that help to share on my personal stuff like that, then I didn't mind doing it. But to creating your own social media for you, I didn't hear from her. That's why I thought it would be a great idea I step in and creating something cool. But if you are already planning, and maybe you should do that, and maybe I can help, messaging people or liking people. I'll be on it to responding to people. You creating it, I respond to it, and we keep in touch with it. Something I could do that, and I can edit the video. If you're busy, I can post it for you. I don't want to be overstep what you are already.
That was the suggestion.
Wait.
Yeah, that was the.
Wait.
I don't want to be. A reason why I brought it up to Chris, because I really didn't hear you going to make social media. So if you're going to do that, I will happy to help. Whatever that you need me to do. That's what I'm here for. I don't need to make attention or anything like that. I'm just here for help, what you need.
I see. I don't know if we have like a language barrier or something, but you know, it's just
No, it wasn't clear.
Wait, Wakane.
Just a lack of misunderstanding.
A lack of misunderstanding or lack of understanding?
A lack of understanding, yeah. You know, on hearing on, you know, and maybe I didn't stop to get a proper acknowledgement. Like maybe I spoke on the ideas too fast. You know, maybe it all happened so fast, but ultimately I think we have the same goal. Like, you know, I think that's just the bottom line. As far as just making the best progress for the app. I have limited time. That's why I asked for her help as far as finding where to post the videos, where to post reels. Should we make an account? And you were like, no, I don't have any ideas right now. I'll get back to you. I told you, I said, I asked Hannah to help me with social media accounts, but she told me she's not very social and she doesn't like social media. So I thought I'd reach out to you and ask you for your help. And so I didn't realize that you misunderstood me. And so that you decided to, you know, I didn't realize you misunderstood that what you came up with as your idea that you said was exactly my idea that I had asked you for help with. And it was for you to kind of handle the social media accounts. I was obviously, you know, just going to be there to help you. So it was very confusing to me that you came back around and asked me for help with my idea, you know, so that it's just a language situation. It's not the actions. You know, I appreciate you wanting to do that. It's the disrespect was just in the language towards me about it.
Okay, I apologize. Came out that way. I didn't mean to disrespect. And I am clear that you didn't mention about the social media, and you did tell me about posting on my personal. And so I apologize.
Yeah, that's what Wakane is saying, that she didn't get that.
Yeah, I get that's like 100%
that she did not
that
get.
She did not get me.
That she did not get that you wanted to create a new social media account for the content.
Yeah, I don't know. Would we make the videos go viral? I was
Wait,
saying
that's not my
the
question.
TikTok.
That's not my question.
Yeah, that's
So
that
do
was-
you get that Wakane is saying that she didn't get that?
Yes,
You
I
meant
get that now.
getting a,
That's why
creating
I said
a new
there
account.
was clearly a language barrier between us, because I even used words like TikTok, you know, different social media accounts that I may not be aware of, maybe even different groups on social media. Like
Right.
how
So
I
none of that
discovered
is
models.
still, as I am still not getting creating new social media accounts when you say that. With
So
what
are
you just said,
getting out of it?
I'm getting some fantastic words about it, but I'm not hearing create new accounts to grow.
Okay, because there's no account, so I thought that would be implied. Maybe
Right.
I wasn't specific enough.
I get in your head, it made total sense. And it's not a problem. I'm saying that I can see why what you were thinking in your head is not getting translated into words you're saying.
Because Hannah got it. So I'm not sure still.
You got that she meant to create new social media accounts and grow new
She
accounts.
was asking for my help, and I said no.
To do what? Don't talk. I want to hear you.
To post stuff, to build content, to help grow your Instagram just for this ninth limb.
Okay, I'm still everything you just said is still.
Limb, that's what I was saying. That ninth limb needed a yoga page, not like you personally, but just ninth limb.
She needed help, sort of.
Okay, that's the first time I'm hearing when you say. Now I've heard you say that before, but I'm saying this dialogue right now.
Yeah.
That's the first I'm hearing you, or you, but you didn't say it. You said, or you said it. Whatever. Of create a new page.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't roll your eyes at me.
Sorry.
Your language is inflammatory. You're creating a conflict with the girl. You should have told me that you brainstormed with Kat about social media stuff. That was not indicated in our phone call. Not for my peace of mind. I don't give a fuck what you guys do. You haven't made me another penny yet. And if you fail, I'm not going to be any worse off, except the time that I took to help you get it going.
That's what I'm saying. You now took the time to coach her on this. You know, even though you told me from the beginning that that was like not what you wanted to do, that you weren't interested in coaching on this, then she didn't even know that this was going on until.
So everyone now can hear Kat's resentment towards me.
No, I mean, I don't feel like resentment toward. I mean, I guess, yeah. I
yes,
feel kind of
right,
resentment.
right. That's your failing.
You know?
That's your failing right now. So everything you say after that is just going to dig you deeper.
Okay, I'll stop.
What you should stop is having resentment towards me. You can fuck off with your stupid resentment towards me.
Well,
like, get the fuck out of my life with your resentment towards me.
What exactly is the resentment part? Because I'm feeling.
You said you weren't going to coach her, but then you blah, blah, blah.
Not her. You said that it was important to you that this creates money for you without any kind of, you know, generating any kind of attention in it.
Right. So where is the resentment coming from?
I don't think that there's resentment.
So then why did you agree when I said don't be resentful?
There's a mastermind girls group that's already been working on these things, that already had been working on the social media idea with.
Why am I just getting the flavor of ungratitude and complaining to me right now?
I mean, I guess just because of the fact, I mean, I don't know. I'm just being stupid.
Yes, you are being very stupid, very dumb. Yes.
I'm sorry, Mikey. I'm not gonna be dumb anymore. I'm gonna be good.
It's just not true. And that baby voice is starting to get on under my skin.
No baby voice, and I'm not gonna be stupid.
Your inflammatory language has created a conflict between you and the other girl. You should have said that you masterminded with her for your social dynamic with her. I don't care. But if you talked with somebody about it, you didn't let that be known. And I think that's the main, from what I'm hearing, that's the main where she feels violated. Whether or not she directly gave you the ideas, or some hints at the ideas, or some tangential ideas that somehow created the ideas that you had, or whatever, not acknowledging any influence in that makes it seem like you're trying to undermine or somehow bypass and get around. Which, again, I don't even care. I'm saying for the sake of the social dynamic, you should know that.
I didn't mean to do that. The subject came out because app is her life right now. So on the phone call, we just
because what
talking about it.
App is her life.
Yeah, the creating the app and then promoting, like putting a video is her life right now, and I kind of wanted to help. That's all I did.
You didn't kind of want to help. Don't do it if you just kind of want to help. Just quit now if you just kind of want to help.
I just wanted to find out what's the best way for me to help.
Okay. All right. So I don't know what that has to do with everything I just said.
What I'm saying is, like, I heard about it from her and I thought that's a great idea. It's not like I wasn't sure she told me all her ideas. But I did hear her ideas, but then that's why I came up with my ideas. Maybe
exactly. That's the part where the acknowledgement would happen. That's where the acknowledgement would happen. I brainstormed with Kat, and then I came up with these ideas, blah, blah, blah. That's all that needed to be said. I brainstormed with Kat about social media, and here's the ideas that I wrote down that I think I can help with.
Okay.
Very simple.
Very simple.
Right? And then you...
But I don't know. I don't feel like there was like a proper like acknowledgement on like the rest of the things that you just said in her response. I just don't know that I feel.
What part do you think she's not acknowledging?
I don't think she's acknowledging the part of
because for like 5 minutes there, I was getting you to acknowledge that you were being done with me, and it took a while.
Like that she cut me out and went directly to you after she got like good info. That
she didn't cut you out.
I mean, not cut me out, but like she bypassed.
She just didn't give you credit for masterminding with you. What else did she do that was a violation?
Like,
yes,
that's kicked out of IMC for that. Like you know, by the girls, like they, you know. So it's kind of like I don't.
What does that have to do with me?
Well, it just has.
Does that have anything to do with me?
Well, I guess just you know.
Are you trying to make a parallel between what happened there and what happened here?
Like it just for me, like when somebody is like maybe you know there's an evolution on my end.
That's not what you got kicked out of IMC for, from what I'm aware of either.
Yeah, the gratitude, the expression of gratitude.
So bringing it back to a topic that everybody has reality on instead of
Yeah.
just like trying to deflect or
Yeah.
whatever. What the fuck are you saying?
What I'm saying is that I don't feel like it was properly acknowledged that that took place.
What
Like
took
it was
place?
just like, okay,
Yeah, what took place?
that she kind of masterminded with me. She called you and like got this idea and took it as her own. Like I don't think that I feel like there was an understanding.
She sent you all her notes of her idea, right?
I don't know. I didn't read them.
Okay, so then how do you know that she took your idea?
Like well, just verbally. You know, I have no. I didn't read the idea.
Maybe you should
like,
read the
that's
idea
where-
before you say that she took all your
and
ideas.
that's where it all boils down. Was like it's like the strategy was my strategy. The idea is her idea, and that's the part where I'm kind of like, that's super dope, and I would never want her to not do it. I definitely think like for now, if I decide to do something, maybe just we all do things on our own. Like I'm here to
That's your
help.
weakness. You're being weak.
Really?
Yes, very weak. You're bitter, you're fragile, you're resentful, you're so egotistical. You are not able to work with somebody because if they offend you, you can't work with them.
No,
You
it's
can't
not that I can't. I can.
No, you
but
can't.
it's not
No, you
like-
can't. No, because you just move forward with resentment and you're gonna destroy shit. It's not good work. You might as well just go shit in your hand and call it value because that's
Yeah.
what you're doing. When you interact with each other with resentment and bitterness because you think you can, it's as good as shit in your hand.
Yeah, well, I think when there's a proper apology on the violation, then I feel like then it's acknowledged by the person. That
And
like I don't, you know, I don't feel like I don't feel the authenticity behind that, and that's where I still just don't feel.
Okay.
Okay, well, you guys have a lot more to communicate on. You know, it's astounding y'all's level of communication. But I get it. I mean, guys are really bad also. And
Cool. Well, I think we'll be able to figure it out more tomorrow.
You should have already figured it out. This talk could have been so much more than this. But because you wanted to wait to do it on podcast Sunday instead of solving it sooner.
Well, I've been busy. Like I was at work until midnight. Like, you know, I picked up Hannah at 9 a.m.
Was
like,
it yesterday that it happened?
It happened yesterday when I was getting into work. Like, you know, so it's
Okay. Well, that's part of the journey then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Wakana.
Can I speak, please? So
hold on.
I wanted to apologize to Kat that I didn't mean to anything disrespectful to you. So like I mentioned earlier, why don't you start that social media and I will help you whatever you need.
Right. So, you know, you are spineless in your communication, Wakana.
Yeah. So she
It's
mentioned
amazing
that
because you have a really strong spine, but you're spineless in communication because you back down so easily and you acquiesce in a certain way that makes you a victim. So you play the victim card to gain a certain sympathy or compliance. It's a family habit. It's what happens in families. So y'all need to communicate through it better with each other and give yourself the time to do that.
Yes, my king, because the apology isn't any of the things she's apologizing on. It's just like, I'm sorry that I didn't tell Chris that I worked with
Yes,
her initially,
people
that
are
you
not
invited me to help you with this. Like,
people
that's
are
simple.
not, including you.
Yeah.
People are not, including you, are not willing to improve, including you,
Yeah,
including you.
Yeah.
Stop repeating me. I'm saying including you.
yeah.
Are not willing to change their communication to improve. They will, now you're better than other girls, but when you start to offend somebody, then you'll just apologize for you being offended. I'm sorry you got offended. I didn't mean to disrespect you. Should be good enough for level 1. And that's a flaw for you because that's not good enough for you.
Well,
It's not good enough for you to be on the right track with that.
yeah.
The person is not aware of where your sensitive ego got fucking hurt.
Okay,
And
well, I
you
feel
need the
better.
other person to apologize perfectly with the perfect syntax of the perfect vocabulary, and that's
Perfect.
so weak of you.
Okay.
It's so weak.
I feel like I didn't not learn that from you. When I have to apologize to you, it's gotta be sincere, and it's gotta be for the proper thing that I'm apologizing for. Otherwise, if I'm just apologizing into the air, you're like, that's insincere, and you feel that in me. So I don't mean to, but
I feel when you're being insincere, yes,
Yes.
but you are not accurately feeling when the other person's
I feel
being
that.
insincere or not,
I feel
because you
forgiveness.
have resentment.
Yeah, I feel like something shifted in me, and I feel forgiveness. Like, I actually just feel forgiveness. I think it's very simple from this point forward. You acknowledged me. You said that I was violated by not being mentioned, and that's all I wanted to be
I
heard
expect a double massage
about.
because I'm so tense after this bullshit. You can use my massage gun on my fucking head.
I'll call you. I'll call her tomorrow or another day, and we'll figure out how to.
Yeah.
I'll hear out her business proposal for the app she made, and figure out.
It's for accounts. It's for a social media account.
Yeah, whatever it is, and figure out what kind of videos we can get uploaded in there, and go Team Chris.
What?
The strategy that I wrote, it was from my experience. I didn't copy anybody's idea. So that was my own experience to put it out there. So if you can read it through,
What do you think about what she's saying?
Appreciate it.
I actually I missed it. What did she
Right,
say?
I know you were running away.
Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom.
No, it didn't all of a sudden come on you that you had to stop listening.
I thought we were done. Okay.
I know. That's how I know you're not done. You haven't let go of that.
No,
all of that was bullshit. All of that was bullshit. I don't believe it.
I really need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, well, you can hold it. You're a
Okay.
big girl.
I'll hold it.
And you'll pay attention to every word.
Yeah.
Or you'll be going.
Yeah. Okay, is it gonna happen?
Okay, you're just gonna be going. That's all for this talk. You guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Why? What happened?